I'm a white person. I come to Miami. I want to move into Little Haiti or Little Africa, any predominantly African community in Miami. I just can't walk in and kick the door in. It's not going to work. I got to come up with a clever strategy. If I want to take over that neighborhood, if I want to ethnically cleanse the black folk out of a certain section of Miami, what's the best way to go about doing that without rousing the attention of the locals? Open up a school. I'm going to go door to door in Miami as a white person, knocking on your door. Hello, my name is Sam Thomas, and I want to open up a charter school because I don't think Miami public schools is doing a good job with your children. Who's going to go against education? You say, sure, my child needs an education. My son is being suspended every day. My daughter can't do math beyond the 4th grade. I support you. And they go from house to house, church to church, community organization to community organization, getting the support of black folk in the name of education. But when they open up that charter school in Miami Gardens, and you look at who they hired to work in the charter school, 98% of the employees look just like them. So they put the school in the hood, but didn't hire a single person who lives in the hood. But we didn't pay attention to that because we were just so happy that these good white people came to Miami and gave our children an alternative to the public school. So guess what happens then? Your child gets enrolled. Everything is going fine for a while. But then you notice the complexion of the community begins to change. In the first year the charter school was there, you notice that 20 new white families moved into the hood. In the second year, you notice 40 new white families moved into the neighborhood. And you didn't pay it no mind because most of the white families who moved in the hood are teaching at the charter school. So we can't be upset because these are our children's teaching. And the color keeps changing and changing. And then you notice that these white folk start renovating the abandoned lots and the vacant buildings and the impoverished businesses. And then slowly but surely you notice that they begin to raise the property value in Miami, which means the children who go to the charter school now, their parents won't be able to afford to live in that neighborhood in the next 10 years. They are ethnically cleansing you in the name of education. And you need to wake up and smell the coffee. Should you automatically be against someone who's opening up a charter school in Miami? Not automatically, but you need to do your research to make sure the person spearheading the charter operation is a homegrown African. Somebody you know cares about the people and not the front man. Because the white charter school folks, they're very good about coming in and finding one of you to front the operation and make it look like it's black. But everyone calling the shots behind it are all white. So make sure you're not being pushed out of your neighborhood by charter schools. Now, the Frederick Douglass and Marcus Garvey Academy is going to be different because number one, we're going to teach agricultural and agronomical science. We're going to teach our children the art of growing, how to live off the soil. In order to graduate from the school, your son will have to grow 6 fruit, 6 vegetable on his own without any help. We're going to teach them dietary and nutritional science. Remember when we went to school, we had home ec. In home ec, they taught us how to cook. In home ec, they taught us how to set up the table for dinner. In home ec, they taught us how to prepare food. Where's home ec at now? So we're going to give our children dietary and nutritional science, not just how to eat, but what to eat. The nutritional properties in each herb, the nutritional properties in each fruit, the nutritional properties in each in each vegetable. This is important. So your child will be able to do what? Cure common physical ailments with herb, fruit, vegetable without the white man's pharmaceutical products. There was an article that came out a couple years ago, Associated Press. It said that most black people who die prematurely in America do not die from your disease. It is not the diabetes that killed you, not even the cancer, not the high blood pressure either. What killed you was the medication they gave you to treat the condition. Did you hear that? So you think grandma, God forbid, is going to her grave early because she got high blood pressure. But it's the medication that grandma is taking for the high blood pressure that's killing her kidney and her liver. The medication is causing more problems than it actually solves. So we got to get back to nature. Imagine your son being a Dr. Laila Africa at 7 years old. 8 years old, he knows the uses of every herb, every plant, every tree. That's the science we want to give our children. Because what difference does it make? What difference does it make if you got a bachelor's degree or 3 master's degrees as I do, or a doctorate degree as I do, but you can't even procure your own life? What good is having a $70,000 or $80,000 car, $250,000 house when you got a disease that you can't get rid of? So without dietary science, without the agricultural science, we never live again. But that's not all we want to teach the children, because there's no magic bullet to the situation that affects black people. On top of that, we also have to give them political and military science. You know what that means? That means talking to our young people about things that we don't like to talk about in the black community. That means talking to them about the sexual confusion war going on. Now, whether you pro or anti-LBGT is irrelevant to the conversation. But I think we can all agree that 1st and 2nd grade is not the age a child learns about same-sex marriage. I think we can all agree. I think we can all agree that there's certain things that should be taught at home, not by the school system.